We're going to start making a simple game. First step is we're going to bring in a new sprite and we're going to set the movement controls, and then we're going to draw a simple maze and set it so that if the character hits the wall of the maze they're going to bounce back. So let's start by getting rid of this sprite. I'm going to choose the delete and I'm going to import a new one. I'm going to choose an animal, I think, and we're going to have a dog. There we go, dog A. Right, he's actually quite big, so I want to make him a lot smaller. So we'll go ahead and shrink him. Right, that'll do. So now we want to set the movement control, so we go across to control and we'll start by using the right. So we'll choose right arrow and we're going to move him in the right direction. So we're going to use the command point in direction 90 degrees and we're going to move him 10 steps. Okay, and that should move him right. So now we're going to set the left control and we're going to point in direction a minus 90. And the same again, move 10 steps. So we now have left and right movement. Don't worry that he's gone upside down. Control. This time we're going to set the up. And we're going to have to make the motion 180 degrees. Point of direction 180 degrees. So that he faces up. And the last one is the down. And we're going to set the direction to 0. So if we test that, left movement, right movement, up and down. Oops, I think I've set the wrong one. The up and down are the wrong way. Okay, if you do make a mistake you can easily correct it. Yeah, it should be up 0, down 180. Right, test it again. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is rename this sprite. So I just click it over here and I can call this one Eta, and then we're going to go ahead and make a new sprite and we're going to call this one the maze. So I'm going to go over here, paint new sprite, and if you use a rectangle tool we can draw a very, very simple maze. You can obviously spend more time than I'm going to. Okay, that'll do. And this one is going to be called Maze. Right. So let's go back to the Eta and we're going to put a script over here that basically will allow the dog to go through the gaps, but if it hits part of the maze it will bounce back and turn 180 degrees. So what we need to do is some control. So when we start the game, so let's put when the green flag is clicked, we need to have something, some kind of a command so that if it is touching it will tell us. So we use the touching command and we can choose maze. So if it touches the maze, we want it to turn around 180 degrees. So we look for turn, and we'll change that to 180, and we'll move it 10 steps. Now that in itself is not going to do anything. So we need to put what's called a loop, and we're going to choose a forever if. So forever, all the way through the game, at any point, if that eta touches the maze, it's going to turn 180 degrees and move 10 steps. So if we press this one now and we command it, I should be able to go through the gap, no problem. But if I hit the maze, okay, it should turn me back, and that's working.